Okay. Are either of you Christians? No? So what's going to happen when you die? Because we're all going to die one day, and you have a dangerous job. So I mean, do you ever think about what's going to happen when you die? It's an important thing. I mean, especially with the past year, people are going crazy over coronavirus and wearing masks because they think they're going to die. So yeah, I mean, I see it because I'm on the streets all the time. So I mean, it's really something to consider where you're going to die. I mean, where you're going to go when you die. But you don't want to wait till it's too late and then you're dead and you go to hell. I don't want that for you or you. What about you? Well, but that someday will be too late because you could die on duty tonight. There could be a shooting out here. What if there was a shooter out here and he killed you on duty? Well, it's good they'd be taken care of, but what about your soul? What about your soul? Well, please consider that where you're going to spend eternity. Well, no, tonight. I don't think so. Thank you for your service, and I also know these children need your service too. They're being murdered right here in Whittier.
I've seen them for years down at the abortion clinic over there.
Yeah.
My catechism teacher goes out there in the front.
So you're Catholic or? Okay. And you don't know where?
I've been going down there for many years.
Well, have you thought about joining her? Why? Especially as a police officer, I mean, called to serve and protect people, right? Not just the born public, but the preborn. What's that?
I said I'm okay with it.
You okay with babies being murdered?
No, I said I'm okay with it. I'm not going to throw any cause.
Well, it's not my cause. It's what God has called His people to do. I mean, so would I. I'd rather be with nice people instead of being out here dealing with people who hate God. But that's not what the Bible's commanded me to do. And especially when, I mean, if your neighbor's house is burning down, you wouldn't say, well, I gotta have a barbecue and a picnic with my family. You'd rescue them. Well, that may not sound like, but that's exactly what we're doing. It's not a burning house. It's children being slaughtered behind closed doors in a clean building with air conditioning. And most people are okay with that. How can we be okay with that? This is happening right here in Whittier, and people are okay with that. Even professing Christians, even Catholics are okay with it. It's been there because we allow it to be there. We tolerate it. We give permission to these serial killers to murder children, and we're gonna give an account to God for that. No, well, you do though, because these children they're part of the public. They're part of the preborn public. They're your neighbors. Your neighbors, my neighbor. And what did the Lord Jesus Christ say? He said that the two greatest commandments are to love God and love your neighbor as yourself. This is your neighbor. I know it may not look like your neighbor because, the child's been ripped to pieces, but you can see the child's legs, feet, hands, the child's skull, and that's your neighbor. And we're doing the same thing we did in the days of slavery. We're saying, well, the Supreme Court has already said that it's okay, so we're just going to let it be, and we're not going to bother with actually helping these people or rescuing them. But the children, every child murdered by abortion is actually more helpless than the slaves, more helpless than the Jews. Some of the Jews ran away. They actually fled when they were in captivity in the death camps. Same for the slaves. You have what? Okay, I understand that. I just want to give you that exhortation. So yeah, just consider your duty for these children. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yeah. Please consider where you're going to spend eternity. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, officer.